New England is digging out from another snowstorm this morning. The coastal storm hit the Boston area with 5 inches of snow and winds of 60 miles per hour, causing heavy travel delays. Meanwhile, a midweek blizzard is brewing in the Midwest. Meteorologist Mike Augustinak of our Minneapolis station WCCO is with us. Mike, good morning.
Good morning, Charlie. Yeah, this next one actually starts on the Pacific coast of Canada. Over the next couple of days, it will drop into the Pacific Northwest as a pretty good rain and wind maker for places like Vancouver and Portland and Seattle. And then eventually it heads to the Rockies midweek. That strong low will pick up some Gulf of Mexico moisture. And on this track, following that jet stream, it puts the zone of snow from northern Kansas to northern Missouri up through Nebraska, Iowa, potentially up to Minneapolis. And that's where 6 to 12 inches of snow is possible, potentially also with strong winds. We're looking at possible blizzard conditions coming up Wednesday into Thursday from Nebraska into Iowa. A little farther south around Dallas, chance for some pretty big storms. Again, that's on Wednesday. We'll keep an eye on it for you. Charlie, Gail, Nora.
Mike, thank you. Meteorologist Mike Augustinak of our Minneapolis station, that's WCCO, is following this storm system. Mike, what can you tell us?
Well, Gail, the threat has moved now more toward Alabama and eventually Georgia, and also working through Mississippi and Tennessee right now. It's a line of what's mainly been strong straight line winds, but there have been some embedded tornadoes, and there's still that chance for an isolated tornado as we go through the day. That system works toward Atlanta around lunch, and then the heavy weather moves up into the Appalachians toward western North Carolina and Virginia a little later this afternoon into the evening. And keep in mind, there's, in addition to those straight line thunderstorm winds, strong winds likely outside of the storms as well. Wind gusts to 40 in the yellow shaded area today, 45 to 60 in the red shaded area coming up overnight tonight. That's going to bring in temperatures 20 to 35 degrees colder by tomorrow. Guys.
Hey, Mike, thank you.
A winter storm in the upper Midwest is moving east and causing new trouble. The storm created whiteout conditions on Monday. North Dakota shut down traffic on Interstate 29 because of blowing snow and poor visibility. Let's check in with meteorologist Mike Augustinak of our Minneapolis station WCCO. Mike, what can you tell us about the storm?
Well, Gail, the problems still continue across the Dakotas and western Minnesota, but the bigger problem for the country is what's going to move into the Midwest coming up tomorrow through Thursday into Friday. The winter storm watches are up from Minneapolis to Kansas City, down through southern parts of Kansas as well. Its highways are interstates 35, 90, 80, and 70, all under the gun for very tough travel over the next several days. The culprit is this storm dropping into the Pacific Northwest today. Coastal rain, mountain snow, and some wind gusts to hurricane force in some of those mountain passes of the Sierra Nevada. Rain for LA coming up later tonight. Then the storm moves across the Rockies, brings some potentially severe weather from Austin to Dallas starting tomorrow, and spreads ice and snow into Oklahoma, southern Kansas, and then that snow really picks up through the day Wednesday into Thursday. Look at these totals, over 1.5 feet possible in that pink area of southern Nebraska, northern Kansas. Windy too, so possibly blizzard conditions. 3 to 6 inches of snow reaching up toward the Twin Cities and into the Dakotas. And on the east side of the storm, there's some flooding going on right now in the Gulf Coast. There'll be more of that Thursday through the weekend with the rain from this snowmaker. Charlie, Gail?
Mike Augustinak, thank you. There is